Hello again, everybody. Welcome to another exciting random vlogging. I have to talk about this. What I need to do is actually, look this up. Hold, please. I need to. Here we go. That's what I want. Okay. All right. So now I have the exact date. So on August 28, 2015, I contacted Ibuypower about the fact that the keyboard that I purchased with my new desktop was defected and I needed a replacement. It is now January 27th. So if we go September, October, November, December, January, we're going 5 months minus a day. We're 1 day short of 5 months to get this resolved. Something very, very simple. However, today, I got to do it this way, I got the keyboard that I purchased almost a year ago now. Again, nothing happened when I went through the correct channels that I was supposed to go through. And nothing happened when I was being polite or anything like that. The only time something actually happened and something actually got done was when I started being a bit of a dick and doing things that I generally hate when customers do. But that was the only thing that actually worked in getting me quite literally what I was promised. I was promised back in August that they would take care of this and fix it, and it took them 5 months to do it. Lying to me a large portion of the time. I don't think any of the lying was intentional. I think it was just a lot of people making assumptions that someone else had actually done their job. Yeah, it did finally work. I haven't hooked up the keyboard yet. I just got it off my doorstep like 10-15 minutes ago. But I wanted to let you guys know. As far as... I guess, you know, again, because Jeff was a little bit upset with how I was intending to do this. Just because, again, I was doing exactly what I hate customers doing. And it was the only way that actually worked. And I think that is in my book, that is a massive, massive strike against Ibuypower. I did exactly what they would prefer that I do. And I know this because, again, I used to work in customer service. I used to have to deal with defective items and stuff like that. I know what we want customers to do and what they don't do. And when I was in it, I did my absolute best to always take care of the customers that were doing the things they were supposed to do, that we wanted them to do. Because in general, they cost us less money and they made our lives just that little bit less miserable because they generally were being polite and things like that. And I hated dealing with customers that went outside the chain of command and just made my life difficult. And that's exactly what they forced me to do here. It would be different if this was like my first reaction when it happened back in August. But again, this took 5 months to get a defective piece replaced. I mean, quite literally, there's no reason that should ever have happened in any world, anywhere. That is completely unacceptable in any realm. The other thing that bothers me a little bit is I had to go a massive extra mile in order to get quite literally what I paid for. I had to jump through a lot of hoops. I had to make a couple videos about it. Like, it was just a nightmare for me. And the only thing I got from them was, oh, oopsies. My bad, but we'll eventually get it to you. To me, that is not enough. One of the things I was taught when I first got into management was the fact that you need to take care of your customers. And if the screw-up is on your part, you need to do something to take care of the customer. You need to do something to make them feel special or at least kind of try and make up. Now, there are a lot of reasons why that becomes difficult, especially if you are not a member of administration or management, because they may limit what you're allowed to do and what you're not allowed to do. However, that being said, I really think the bare minimum they should have done was pay for overnight postage on this. Like they did standard, FedEx delivery, which again was relatively fast, but it shipped last week. So it took over a week, or it took a week for it to get to me. The fact that they made me wait 5 months simply because, by their own admission, somebody forgot to sign a paper, and every single time I came back and said, hey, this needs to be signed, they ignored me. They should have done something. Like I said, I think the bare minimum they should have done is give me overnight ship it. Take a little bit of extra money because of all the time and frustration you have forced your customer to do, and make them feel a little special. There are a number of other things they could have done. They could have given me some store credit, but for a store like Ibuypower, that's not really going to do me a whole lot of good, because they're not going to give me enough store credit for me to get really anything on their site, other than maybe another keyboard or something like that, which I don't need. They deal in high-end electronics that cost hundreds, if not thousands of dollars. They're not going to give me $100 just because they screwed up for 5 months. But there's a number of other things that they could have done that they simply didn't. And that, I think, is the thing that upsets me the most about this, is they screwed up, they went oopsies, and then did what they were supposed to do without any additional effort whatsoever. And to me, that is really bad customer service. Do I think like every minor screw up needs to be giving people, free things? No. If this is something as simple, like the first time when they sent me the wrong keyboard, that was a screw up. And it happens. It's very easy for it to happen. And so at that point, just going, oopsies, my bad, let me get you the real one, is completely acceptable. However, now that we're at the point of it took me 5 months and them lying to me repeatedly, saying, no, we did ship it. No, you didn't. I now have confirmation of that because you guys gave me an order number that didn't exist. That was another thing they did, is they said, here is the tracking number and order information for your replacement keyboard, and it didn't exist. I typed it into their specific things. I'm like, this doesn't exist. Like, I went and searched. I can find my original order, but this order you guys just gave me simply doesn't exist. So I don't know what you guys are doing. So they lied to me over and over and over again. Finally got me the thing I was needing. At that point, something needs to be done to take care of the customer. Now, I haven't contacted them back to say, hey, by the way, I got it. Thanks for everything. So it may be that they attempt to do something at that point. Or if they ask me for feedback, it's like, well, I'm really sorry. Is there anything else we can do for you? I will probably go, this took 5 months and you guys told me things that quite simply were not true. You lied to me for 5 months. In my book, that's not acceptable. In my background in customer service, you guys should be doing something above and beyond just getting me what I was promised 5 months ago. So I am upset that all you guys did, you didn't even give me overnight shipping, which would have been a very simple way to go, hey, we're really sorry. We're going to do something a little bit extra for you. You guys did nothing other than what you should have done 5 months ago. And to me, that's insulting. That's telling me that they don't actually care about my business. They don't actually care about me as a customer, which translates to they really don't care about any of their customers. Because it wasn't like I bought one item. Like I bought like an $1,800 computer from them with the works. Like I bought multiple monitors, a bunch of cables from them. Like I really went hardcore into getting everything I possibly could. Again, I know there are people that spend significantly more money than I do there. So I don't think by any means I should be considered like a high roller or a really, really good customer or anything like that. But I spent a significant amount of money and then got bullshitted. Customer service anywhere else in the world, like if this was in my store, even if I didn't have the authority to give them anything for free, I would immediately go up to my regional manager or whoever I had to and go, hey, listen, we screwed up majorly with this. We need to give them something. So if you guys aren't going to okay me to do this, this, and this, I'm going to do literally everything I can within my power to do something for this customer, because we screwed up and we need to bring them back. Because of this interaction, again, I don't think Ibuypower is a bad company or anything like that. And I'm sure a lot of other people have had fantastic experiences with them. Me personally, I'm probably never going to buy anything from that company again. This has been such a horrible experience for me, especially with the fact that while I was dealing with this, I was dealing with massive bouts of depression. I did a charity event that was incredibly stressful. I've been doing, therapy that's incredibly special. This has been one of the worst portions of my life ever. And so that's going to color this as well. In addition to all this other stuff that they had no control over, they made my life that much worse. And that's, to me, that's not acceptable, and it's not something a company should be doing, especially when they're in the wrong. If it was just a miscommunication or I misunderstood something, 100%, don't worry about giving me shit. That was my own fault. But again, they lied to me for 5 months, blatantly. And that, it's not acceptable. They should have done something to fix it. So, long story short, guys, I got the keyboard. I'm going to set it up later today. I'm super, super excited because this, as much as it is kind of, it's only a $30 keyboard mouse combo. It's mechanical, which I prefer over the one that I've got right now. It's got lights and stuff in it, which to me is just really cool and makes me feel special. I'm going to really enjoy using this keyboard. I hope it doesn't break as quickly as the last one. All right, that's all for me today. I will see you guys tomorrow for another random vlogging. All right, bye-bye.